Many goals for which we strive at the Highland Central School District. Learning can be an exciting endeavor, and the goal of administration and faculty is to nurture each student's intellectual curiosities. The individual in the 2020 senior class at Highland High School who has attained the highest grade point average and, thus, the distinction of valedictorian. She will attend Stony Brook University to major in biomedical engineering with a pre-med track in the WISE Honors Program, which is Women in Science and Engineering. She then plans to continue her education in medical school and become a doctor. Please welcome the valedictorian of the Highland High School class of 2020, Ishani Bansal.
Good evening, Mr. Bon Jovi, Ms. Dudley Lemecq, Mr. Zimmer, Mr. Judge, the Board of Education, the wonderful faculty and staff at Highland High School, to the kid that spilled chocolate milk on me in kindergarten. I still think that was sabotage, by the way, and the friends and family here with us today and watching at home. And now, good evening to the stars of this night, the class of 2020. Guys, we made it. We actually made it. Graduation any other year is an accomplishment above all odds. Showing perseverance and hours of slaving away over a paper that you probably didn't care about. I mean, a DBQ on the Articles of Confederation. Just kidding, we love you, Miss Saylor. But this year, we know it is all of that, but it is also so much more. Look around. We're physically sitting next to our classmates, 6 feet apart, together for our final hurrah. It's a different sense of accomplishment and camaraderie. We did this together. Approximately 1,408 days ago, we first walked into the halls of Highland High School. Yes, that took a lot of math to figure out, so thank you to my amazing math teachers. Or maybe I Googled that, but we don't have to talk about that. But 1,408 days ago, we jumped into the magical, mystical world of high school, doe-eyed and ready for the last chapter before the rest of our lives. 1,408 days ago, we were frightened to the core by the upperclassmen that towered a foot over us and by the prospect that we'd have to know what we wanted in life after these 4 years were over. Who knew that in less than a week we'd be known as the Freshman Fight Club that pushed the buttons of every single person in Highland High School, or that soon enough that same Freshman Fight Club would become one of the favorite classes at Highland High School. But 1,408 days ago, what we didn't see coming was that the last 75 days would be spent away from everything that we had grown to love so much. Away from the legacies we had all built. That we wouldn't have Mr. Mango teach us economics with his legendary dances one last time, or have Mr. Heath quiet us down with that piercing green whistle of his, or hear Mr. Whitty yelling at his class from the other side of the building. We also didn't know that in those 75 days, we would all become our very own 5-star chefs, attend Zoom University, and learn to occupy ourselves for 5 hours straight on TikTok. But wait, I don't want this to be our legacy, and it isn't our legacy. The events of this year don't define us or any class with the apparent burden of carrying the name of the class of 2020. They don't. Our legacy is what we make of everything that has been thrown our way. 2020 has woken us up to taking care of our bodies, standing up for what we believe in, and evaluating where our values lie. Look at us, we're all so woke. Let's do something about it. Let's shower ourselves with love, take accountability and responsibility for our actions, educate ourselves, and strive for growth. Let's live every day with value, because the one thing 2020 has taught us is how precious every breath is. Let us not go back to sleep. We're fighters, class of 2020. We always have been. I'm proud of our compassion and of our success. And although we may have all thought 2020 was the end of the world multiple times throughout the year, it isn't. It's the beginning of a new one, and we are that beginning. Thank you so much, class of 2020. I'm beyond honored to be a part of this amazing group, and congratulations, we did it.
Hold on, Ashani. Sorry, let me just find the page. Thank you, Ashani. Congratulations to you and all your accomplishments, and best of luck. I have a plaque for you also that you can't have yet. You'll have to do your speech 2 more times before you're allowed to keep it. Highland High School Valedictorian presented to Ishani Bansal, class of 2020. Congratulations, Ishani.